this wonderful music. Great. Thanks, Colin. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Sterling. I'm the program catalyst for conveners.org, and I am so excited to welcome you all to our very first 100% virtual Accelerating the Accelerators 2021 Thriving Forward. So thank you all so much for your investment in being here today and going to the sessions and participating in Mighty Networks. This session today is going to serve as sort of the welcome, make sure everyone knows where to be, what links are most important, and how to get the most out of this year's event. And then in future days, we'll have sort of, agenda review and time for all of you to network and connect with one another. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and get the event kicked off here. Okay. Perfect. All right. First and foremost, I want to give a huge thank you to all of our partners. These are partners that helped us with promotion, helped us with ideation, giving us feedback. They were integral to the success of this event. And so I just want to call out the Aspen Network of Development Entrepreneurs, Argidius Foundation, the Global Accelerator Network, GAN, ES2 LATAM, Global Entrepreneurship Network, GEN, and YGAP. So thank you so much to all of our partners. We couldn't have done this without you. I know some of them are here represented in this call today. I also would love to just introduce who we are as conveners.org, because some of you all might not have heard exactly what we do or seen our website. So just to be way transparent about what we do and who we are. And I'm trying to I think I lost my co-presenter here. Here we go. There we go. Let him back into the room. So we are a small but mighty team, 100% virtual, always have been. And we are located all throughout the globe. Sarah Joy, who's our executive director and co-founder, is based in Colorado. I'm based in Guatemala City. Ray currently is in DC. Missy is in Utah. Rena is in Canada, as well as Colin, and TJ is in Colorado as well. And I want to just pause here before I go into who we are and what we do. And I really want to just call out and thank all of our team members, but specifically Colin, who's been really integral in getting all of your, if you're a speaker, all of your orientation materials, getting your sessions, your titles, descriptions, Zoom links. He's put together our participant lookbook, our agenda, everything that you see here that makes this event what it is, he has put together for you. So I really just want to pause and thank him for his time and efforts. Rena and TJ have also been really integral. We have a graphic designer, Ho, and Tadzi, who's our social media marketing consultant. It's truly is a huge team effort to put on this event. And so I just want to pause and thank them for their time and energy in this. So a little bit about who we are and what we do for those of you who may not know. First and foremost, we're a global membership community for impact-focused or purpose-first conveners. And by conveners, I mean any individual or organization who's committed to bringing others together into a similar space to create some sort of impact. So that could look like an accelerator program that works with social entrepreneurs. It could look like an impact investment fund, a philanthropic organization, an event organizer, leadership training, coaching, facilitation. This could be a media company, you name it. If you or your organization is committed to bringing others together to create social and or environmental impact, this is the space for you. We have tons of services. We have tons of benefits and resources to help you level up your convening when you do bring others together into a space. And then we also have an amazing dynamic and global membership community of peers to connect with, exchange resources, get advice from, share challenges, and celebrate big wins. We also have an advisory services arm. So if you're looking for more of a one-on-one contract type of work, that's our advisory services arm. And we've worked with large corporations, philanthropic organizations, universities in helping either design or ideate around a specific type of convening, all the way to doing think tank style events and conferences. But if you're interested in that, please contact us for more information about advisory services. And if you're interested in joining our membership community, please contact me, Sarah at conveners.org. So I want to really model the spirit of communers.org and our sort of passion and sweet spot for what we do, which is creating space for community connections, interpersonal connections specifically. We really believe in the power of networking when it is not transactional and really like focusing on those personal connections and getting to know people for who they are, not just what they do. Although that is an important aspect of networking, especially in the professional context. And so modeling that, we're going to be doing a really quick community connection for about 15 minutes. And I want to actually give you some time ahead of putting you into the Zoom breakout rooms. So every morning we're going to be doing one of these, FYI. So I hope you guys come back to share with your peers. So we're going to be breaking you all into groups of 3 to 4 people. This is automatic. If you've never experienced Zoom breakout rooms before, this will be doing everything for you. You just have to accept the link and go into your room, and then we'll bring you back once the time is done. And we'll also post the question into the chat if you need more time with it. But today, if you have a piece of paper, pen, or you can open up your notes function on your computer, what I would like you to think through, and we're going to give you about 2 minutes to design this, and I timed it for myself as well, so you can see the example that I put together yesterday with just 2 minutes. But if you had to present sort of the pitch for your organization, showing others what it is that you actually do in the structure of a haiku, what would it say? And a haiku, just for those of you who don't know, and I definitely had to look it up as well, is first line is 5 syllables, second line is 7 syllables, and the third line is 5 syllables. So we'll give you 2 minutes starting now to work on that. We're going to go into your groups, share your haikus. Once everyone is gone, dive deeper with everyone in your group into who you are and what you do, what you're passionate about, what you're looking to get out of this event. And this is your time to just connect and network with others. And then we'll come back and we'll go over today's agenda, where you should be, how you get the most out of this event, what are the most important links and places to connect with others are. And then we will kick off all of the sessions for today. So with that, I'm going to stop the screen share. You have 2 minutes, which I've put the timer on. Feel free, if you want to turn off your camera, you can, to work on your haiku. And I think, Colin, we could do groups of 3 primarily if you want. Have about 30 seconds left here, and then we're going to put you into your groups to share with your group members. All right, Colin, go for it. And we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Awesome, thank you. All right, so just a little bit of history about Accelerating the Accelerators, just so we're all on the same page about where this event has been, where it is this year, and where it might be going in the future. This event in the past has been an in-person event in partnership with SOCAP and the Miller Center for Social Entrepreneurship. So I just want to thank them before I move on for the partnerships that we've had over the past several years. And the thought process behind it in the past was, let's bring accelerators, incubators, other types of support systems and funding resources for impact-focused entrepreneurs together where they're already meeting and gathering. And at the time in the past couple of years, that space was SoCap. You guys will be getting a little survey at the end of this entire week to ask you where you're thinking of going next year, to see if we can do a sort of hybrid model with this event, to do virtual plus in person if you are all gathering in the same spaces already, to capitalize on that. But more about that later in the upcoming days. And this has always been a space for us to really bring all of you entrepreneur support organizations, ESOs, together to collaborate, to build community, and really get rid of those barriers of competition, scarcity mentality that exists globally in our impact ecosystem. And this is a space, I really want to emphasize this, this is a space for sharing both challenges, big wins, opportunities, key knowledge transfer, better practice sharing, and we hope this will create a ripple of impact across all sectors and all geographies. So the structure for Accelerating the Accelerators this year, our overarching theme is thriving forward. And so we thought, especially with everything that we've been through and are experiencing currently with COVID, we really wanted to focus this event on thriving. So day one is all about how can we really support thriving founders, both you all as founders of ESOs, but also the founders that you all work with on a daily basis, the cohorts of entrepreneurs that you support in a variety of different ways. So day one is all about how do we create support mechanisms for thriving founders, both financially, wellness, impact measurement, you name it. Day one, which is today, is the focus is all about thriving founders. Day two, tomorrow, is all about thriving organizations. So how do we create the mechanisms for both internally thriving organizations, ESOs, both for your team culture, your own financial sustainability, as well as external accountability and excellence in terms of impact measurement, case studies, sharing of resources. How can we help you all thrive? And then day three is looking at the ecosystem as a whole. How can we come together as actors and players in all distinct geographies and sectors to create a thriving ecosystem for everyone? And I want to just pause really quickly because we did have a couple of Accelerating the Accelerator preview events leading up to this. And so I just want to call out and thank all of the speakers who attended those events as well. Those were really important to showcasing the structure and type of sessions that we'll be having during this event today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So run a show just so that we're all on the same page about what to expect. Each day will begin with a welcome and community connection. We won't be doing this orientation every single morning. So for example, tomorrow and Thursday, it'll be more focused on making sure everyone knows what's happening for the day of, for the agenda and how to join sessions, as well as creating a community connection around a specific question like we did with the Zoom breakout rooms. And then we'll also be having every single day a 60-minute break in the middle of all of our sessions for networking. So today we'll be meeting in Zoom first, just so I can go over Wonder with you, and I'll show you the tool in a second. But we have a coffee and tea lounge in this free tool, Wonder. We're a huge fan of Wonder. Mostly because it's super easy to use for most people and it's free. But I'll be doing sort of a how to use Wonder in our Zoom room today. And then in the future days, so tomorrow and Thursday, we'll just directly be meeting in Wonder. And then at the end of each day, / beginning of each day, we'll be sharing a recap as well as a quick 1-question survey with all of you via email. So please look out for those. We'd love to get your feedback so that we know how to improve this event and the value that it's adding for all of your organizations. So the agenda rundown, I'm going to pause really quickly and go into our agenda for today, just so everyone knows where to go, what to do, etc. First and foremost, and this is in a slide as well in this presentation, which will be shared with you all in the recap as well as the recording for this. But if you go to our landing page for the event, and Colin will pop the link into chat if he hasn't already, but I believe he has. This is our page for the entire event. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty with Google Calendar, and so we won't be able to actually invite you all to Google Calendar because we just have so many participants and we broke Google Calendars for this event. So This is your spot to see the agenda. As you can see, we have each of the day's Thriving Founders. If you click on any of these tabs, they will drop down and show you all of the sessions happening for each day. So I'll just focus on day one, and all of the links to the Zoom rooms are here. We'll be updating this as needed. So if you do notice as a speaker, if you do notice there's any, the Zoom link is wrong, et cetera, please let us know ASAP through email, and Colin can help you fix that. And then if you click on the link here, ATA Speakers and Participant Lookbook, you can also see our full agenda, as well as our partners, each agenda for the day. And then once you go through the agendas, you'll be able to see all of the speakers that we have and the sessions that they are speaking at, as well as the participant list. And so I just want to be clear, if you don't see yourself in the participant list, please let Colin and myself know so we can add you. We have been reaching out to everyone that's registered for the event, asking for your name, title, where you work, and website. So for whatever reason you don't see yourself, we are continuously updating this, and we will be sending a finalized version at the end of the event in the final recap email. But this is just to make sure that everyone can see, who's here at the event. And if you do want to connect with any of the participants during Accelerating the Accelerators and you weren't able to connect through our Mighty Networks community, which I'll go over in a second, please email me, and I can, and especially email me with why specifically you want to connect to that person or organization, so I can ask that organization if they would be open to connecting with you, and we can make those connections for you during and especially after the event, just because we're really focused on managing the event during this week. But I promise I will connect you to whomever you would like to be connected with, as long as they're okay with connecting with you, even after the event is over. So this is our participant lookbook with the agenda. And really quickly, we also have invited all of you to join our Mighty Networks community. You have to join the commuters.org community, which is actually our membership community space, but we also have our own private space for all of you called Accelerating the Accelerators 2021. It's under groups. So once you join, you'll have to join the commuters.org community, and then under groups, you should be able to see Accelerating the Accelerators 2021, and you should also have a link to that. If you haven't received an invitation link to this, please let Colin and myself know so we can send that to you, because this is our space for that live engagement, connection, and participation. We'll be posting updates here. Some people have already posted introductions to themselves and what they do. You can also see all the other members near you geographically, newest, who's online currently. We have some people joining right now, actually, and you can message them one-on-one if you click on their profile. So please, if you haven't, I highly recommend joining this space, because this is where you'll be able to see everyone and interact in a live and engaging way. And the community only functions if everyone joins. So please join our Mighty Networks community as soon as you can. I just wanted to show you really quick our Wonder Room so that you don't get confused if you're just popping in. But this space will be open every morning, all the way and all throughout the day. If you do want to suggest, like, hey, let's meet in Wonder, we will be providing that link, and I can resend it in Mighty Networks or wherever you need it. But this is probably what it will look like. It will ask you to create a username. You'll have a little avatar, and then each day, all of these rooms will be different. And I see some people are in here now. Oops, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn my camera off here so there's no echo. And so each of these spaces will change day by day, just to make it as simple and easy as possible for you all to connect and meet with one another. But I'll be leaving this space open early my time in the morning to late my time in the evening. And so if I don't respond to you specifically in this space, I might be doing something else. So feel free to message me. But this is our space to connect and network as well. So let's go over the agenda for today. And I'm going to just pause really quick too, because I see there's some chat. Oh, great, Colin. Thank you for sharing all those links. All right, just making sure there's no questions. but feel free to post any questions here. So Thriving Founders, again, in the agenda too, if you see anything amiss, we are updating this as well constantly, even this morning. So feel free to send us an email. But right after this session in about 20-ish minutes, we're going to have Leading from the Heart, and as well as Fundraising the Future is Digital. And so basically we have 2 concurrent sessions every hour throughout the day, all of the days of this event. We will have, here's our interactive networking break. So we'll have that first in Zoom for today, just to orient anyone who has missed this session. And then in the future, it will be via Wonder directly. And all of the links are on our landing page for you to connect directly. And so we'll be going until 4 o'clock today. I'm not going to go over the agenda for tomorrow, but again, you can see it all on our landing page here if you just click on any of these tabs to see the agenda for each of the days. Okay, I'm going to go back here. So again, where do I go? Visit our landing page. That's our event page for everything, where you can see the full agenda. You can gain access to and download the speaker and participant lookbook that also has the agenda. Please feel free to email Colin or myself if you have any questions or any issues with Zoom. We will also be helping out as needed for any tech support for all of the sessions today. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, Colin. And Colin just put in our email addresses into the chat if you need them. You can also message us on Mighty Networks. We're there as well. So how to get the most out of this, this event, we've kind of gone over this already, but I just want to really, I want to really stress. No, go back. Hold on a second. Apologies, everyone. Okay. I just really want to stress what you can do as a participant to get the most out of this event for you and your organization. And it's not on here, but I also want to just make sure you are all registered for the event through our Eventbrite page, because that's how you'll get the recaps each day. That's how you'll get access to all of the recordings of the sessions once the event is over. So if you haven't done so already, please do check out our Eventbrite page, which Colin can post later in the chat a link to, and that way you'll get on our mailing listserv. So even if you're a speaker panelist, please make sure that you're registered on Eventbrite. But also, of course, join our Mighty Networks community. As I showed you, that's where you can interact with everyone, message people one-on-one. Please, this is your space too. Please feel free to post any resources or questions to the group to make it highly engaging, highly participatory. That's what we want out of Mighty Networks. Also, review your information in our lookbook to make sure it's up to date, or if it's not even there, make sure we get it. And then, of course, attend sessions and networking breaks. We have already spoken with all of our speakers, but we really want these sessions to be as engaging as possible. So feel free to ask questions during the presentations. All of the speakers will guide you into how they want you to engage and participate, but all of the sessions should be highly engaging and participatory for everyone. And, share insights with your fellow peers during the event. I just want to pause as well and say, just like NPR, for those of you who are coming from the US, Accelerating the Accelerators this year was a pay what you can donation model. We wanted to make sure that everyone was able to participate in this event. And so I just, want to say, if you are able and willing and excited to make a donation to keep these events alive and to support future Accelerating the Accelerators events, you can do so with the donation button there and donate any number of dollars that you wish. Communities.org is a 501c3 nonprofit, so all of your donations are deductible. And I want to thank all of you who have already donated through your tickets for this year. So thank you. And then your go-to people for the event, I know Colin's put our email addresses in there, but in terms of any event registration, questions, or payment, Rena is the one to contact. And then for promotion comms, TJ is also another contact and resource that you have. And with that, I'm going to pause and just see if there's any questions that you all have to make sure we're all on the same page. Everyone knows where to go. for any sort of feedback insights you have. And feel free to either unmute or post in the chat if you have any questions. And if we do have some time, if there are no questions, which means I did an amazing job with the orientation, I can give us a little intro into Wonder so you guys just already have that knowledge and can hop in for the networking break and start networking at any time that you want for the event, because this will be open and available to you all throughout the event, even when sessions are live, although I would really strongly suggest you go to sessions since we do have a dedicated hour of networking. And we have some incredible, I mean, all of our sessions are incredible. So maybe if you want to raise your hand, if you would like a quick intro to Wonder right now. Otherwise, I can give the time back before our first sessions kick off, and I can just look for those of you. I see like 2 hands. Everyone else is their beautiful professional headshots. Wonder is wonderful. I love Wonder. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of intro Wonder. If you don't want to participate in the intro to Wonder, feel free to join us in Wonder or in Mighty Networks, or you can go get coffee and stretch before the sessions kick off. And before I do the intro to Wonder, I just want to thank all of you again for joining us for this session, joining us for this event. This event would not be a success without all of you participating. And so thank you so much for your time and investment, expertise, and the peer connections that are going to be happening. I'm so excited to get to know more about each and every one of you throughout the course of this week. So with that, I am going to share my screen again, and we'll do a really quick intro to Wonder so you all know how that works. Okay. So Wonder, and I see a couple of people have already joined us in here. Amazing. So when you join, you'll probably be really zoomed in, and you can zoom in and out using these plus and minus signs, or if you have a trackpad, you can also, with my Mac, I can put my fingers together. And Nelson, do you have okay. If you have any questions too, please feel free to put them in the chat so I can see them. I just want to make sure, Nelson, you don't have a question since your hand is raised, but you'll see, basically this is what you'll see when you enter. So I always suggest zooming out when you first enter the room so you can see the whole space. Otherwise it's like, I'm here all by myself. There's no one here. And what we've done for you all is created these rooms, and these specific rooms minus the breakfast table will change every day just to make networking easier for you all. And so for today, it's by region of focus. So based on, where you're working, where you're living, what your interest is for a geographic focus, you can meet other people in these specific rooms. So to move around, you literally touch with your cursor where you want to go, and your avatar will move in that direction. You can move, sometimes you move super fast, so just practice around with it. And basically, if you want to meet someone else, so Danny's here, one of our amazing partners. If I want to talk to Danny, I just click on her cursor, and as you'll see, we'll form a conversation bubble. And I'm gonna exit just in case Danny's mic's on because I don't want there to be an echo. But basically, once you're in a bubble, you can see the other person, and you can hear them, and you can have a conversation with them. I think it allows up to 50 people per conversation bubble. And then also too, if you see someone, oh, thank you, Colin. Hopefully everyone can see this now. If you can see, yes, great. Come on over here. Make sure you're muted so there's no echo, but basically you can see them if their camera's on, and you can hear them if their mic is on. You can also have a private conversation one-on-one or in a group by just locking it with this lock button up here, or unlocking. One thing I will say, if you're in a geographic room or space, please don't lock it, because then no one else can join you. And it just makes it harder for people to network and connect. You can also invite people to your circle. So Anna, if we want you to join our circle, we can just click invite you or message you directly. And you can do that for anybody, anywhere in the space. Other than that, there's a chat you can use. either private one-on-one chat or chat to everyone if you want to ask a specific question, or if you're in a conversation circle, you can type a message to your conversation circle as well. The rest of the features are more for presenters. So to present to the entire group, that's a feature, but that's only for the host. And that is basically Wonder in a nutshell, but I'll leave this up. You guys can feel free to connect with others. And I hope that you do use the space for general just networking and connection based on different, sectors, geographies, etc. Any questions about Wonder? Yeah, it is similar in a sense to Miro and GatherTown. So these are other great tools as well that you guys should check out. All right, well, we have about 9 minutes left. I want to give this time back for you so you can get water, stretch, walk around, take a look at the agenda for today, and plan out what sessions you are going to be attending. And I will be back here with you all hopefully tomorrow to kick off day 2. But if I don't see you in the sessions that I am in or that Colin is in, I hope you have an amazing experience. We hope this is a huge value add for you all. And I hope that you're able to connect and engage with one another throughout this week with all the amazing organizations that are present here from all over the globe. So thank you all so much for joining us for this orientation session. See you tomorrow, will be afternoon my time, and enjoy this session. All of the sessions. Thank you.